I'm looking at question 11.2 from Webassign, and what I first like to demonstrate is how to draw structures using this program. It's called Marvin Sketch. So, and what you do is just simply click on it, and which I did earlier, and that'll activate the applet. Now, in this case, for this question, they're asking you to add hydrogens to the carbon atom, and you want to add enough hydrogen so that carbon always has 4 bonds. It's as simple as that. So here, I take and I click on the hydrogen here on the right side. It might differ for your mouse, but for most people, you just left click and you drag. So left click and drag. Okay, so click and drag, and then release. And so now this carbon has 4 bonds. The central carbon here has a double bond, so that counts as 2. And there's a 3rd bond there, so we'd simply add another bond. And to complete this, I'll put the hydrogens in. And an important point is it doesn't matter. You can, for example, I could have drawn it where, let me erase this hydrogen here. Let's see. Let me click here, and oops, and I just click the delete button. Okay. Instead, I could have drawn the hydrogen down like this. Okay. So, down at an angle. This is not implying, the structure in 3-dimensional space. It's just showing the number of appropriate number of hydrogens attached. Okay. Now, what I'd also like to do is, you had a question about bond numbers towards different atoms other than carbon. Okay, so we know carbon always has 4 bonds, but let's look at oxygen is another common one you might come across. So oxygen likes to have 2 bonds. Okay, and I'm going to make those hydrogens, so I can just switch them out. There, H2O would be our role model. And then you'd also, to make it appropriate, if this is a Lewis structure, and in the case for this problem, they do want you to show lone pairs. So you click down here. You can select lone pair, not a single electron, but 2 electrons. You just click on the oxygen. Do it a second time, you'll add a second lone pair. If you make a mistake and you click a 3rd time, you'll add a 3rd you'll even add 4 lone pairs, which is kind of silly. So click again, it'll erase everything, and just click back and it'll add it. 2 lone pairs, and you have a correct structure. You can use the undo button, and it'll undo everything we did, okay, for example, which is a nice feature sometimes. Or you can do the redo button, okay, and it could take it back to where you were at. So another heteroatom we look at is nitrogen. Nitrogen likes to have 3 bonds. Now let me clarify it when it's neutral, and that's usually most cases. So when nitrogen there's no positive charge. When it's neutral state, it likes to have 3 bonds. Here's ammonia, for example, and it would have a lone pair. Very common. But let me draw nitrogen with a positive charge on it. So here, let me see, undo. So let me get this, back this up a second. Okay, select nitrogen. And in this case, if nitrogen has 4 bonds, and again, I'm going to make those hydrogens. Okay, here, select this. This can also, we've learned from general chemistry, can happen. However, there'll be a positive charge on the nitrogen. So when nitrogen has a plus charge, then 4 bonds. Okay. When it's neutral, 3 bonds and a lone pair of electrons. So oxygen, nitrogen, and carbon are the big ones that we deal with. And so this should get the ball rolling for you. So, okay, I hope you find this helpful.